If your garden's like mine, it doesn't produce enough peas at one time to do a full canner load. So the option is to freeze them, and then when you got enough to can them. But the question is, how does that affect the taste and the texture of your canned peas? So here's what I did. I had some frozen peas, and I had some that I just got done shelling. I canned them all at the same time, and then I did a side-by-side test to see what the difference was between the two. If you stick around and watch, I think you're going to be surprised at what I found out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to can them all at once, but I'm going to put the frozen ones on the top layer, and the raw ones, or the ones that weren't frozen, on the bottom layer, and we'll get them canned, and then later we'll test to see what the big difference is. So let's get these filled up 1 inch of headspace. Gently. Be about right. Okay, now I add boiled water. One inch of headspace. Okay, remove the air bubbles and recap the headspace. Okay, we're all going in. We'll write it down so I don't forget, but we'll put the frozen ones on the bottom, the frozen ones on the top, and the ones that weren't frozen on the bottom. So now what I gotta do, wipe these rims off. Finger tight with the lid. Okay, that's all the jars in there. By the way, this is a pressure canner, not a pressure cooker. It looks like a pressure cooker, but it's not. It's designated as a canner. Don't make the mistake of thinking you can use your Instant Pot or whatever. It's can't, it's not safe. So, the instructions for this canner is 8 cups of water for pressure cans. Go by whatever your pressure canner says to do though. So this guy, you want a pressure can, you press it high, and you set the time on these for pints to 40 minutes. I gotta go look up how much per quart it's in. And I press start. It's gonna beep at me after it's vented for 10 minutes. Okay, the lid's been open now for 10 minutes, so I can pull these jars out of the canner. They've been pinging away pretty good. I wasn't counting how many, but sealed, but okay, and then the frozen ones are going to be in the front. The ones that weren't frozen, of course, not they're not actually frozen now, that wouldn't be good. Alright, there we have it. Now tomorrow, I'll open one of each and do some tests. Okay, so now it's time to find out how much a difference that freezing peas before canning makes. Front ones are frozen, these ones weren't. Let's see how much of a texture difference there is. They're pretty soft by themselves. But it's not surprising because they're in the pressure canner. They seal nicely. Seriously, I don't see any difference between the two of them. The texture tastes exactly the same as far as I can tell. So that's good for you, maybe, if you're like me and you can't get all your peas mature at the same time. And you can only put them in the fridge or in the crisper for maybe 3 days. So what you can do is blanch them and freeze them, then bring them out and can them. Next question is, why wouldn't you just leave them frozen? Well, like me, I expect to have my freezers full come fall, so I need this freezer space. I hope you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, goodbye.